Lisa and Will's Hauls. Today I'm going to share with you this Dollar Tree DIY and how I put this together using Dollar Tree items. For this Dollar Tree DIY, I'm going to be using this paper or cardboard mailbox from Dollar Tree. They have a lot right now in many different colors, and this is the one that I chose to use for this DIY. And also the candlestick from Dollar Tree. I have purchased these a couple years ago, and when I did, I picked up quite a few, but they do still have these at Dollar Tree. And if you watch my hauls, you've seen a lot of these things that I will be using for the DIY. I did pick up some of these Merry Christmas cards. These are 2 for $1. These are really pretty cards. And I also picked up the poinsettia picks. And it came with more than that. I just took them apart already. And I will also be using some leftover ribbon, the black and white buffalo check from Dollar Tree. And I will also be using some garland from the garland ties from the Dollar Tree. And then I will be using this Waverly chalk paint in white. It is from Walmart. My paints are from Walmart. You can use them from anywhere you would like. Doesn't have to be from Walmart or the same kind. Then I'm going to be using the Apple Barrel Bright Red paint. And Walmart has a lot in the Apple Barrel line of different blacks. I have a few, but I just grabbed this one first, and this is the Jet Black. And this is just a piece of styrofoam that I cut off a larger piece that I had, but they do sell this at Dollar Tree. I got this out of an Amazon box that was sent to me and just cut it up. And then I will be using some items out of leftover picks that I have had, just laying around in my little stash. And this is the items that you will need to make this Dollar Tree DIY. So now let's get into this DIY. The first thing that I'm going to do is paint this mailbox white. And I do encourage you to paint over the flag white. I will later on be painting it red, but I have found I do need to paint it white first to make the red cover it better. So if I just put the red on, I seem to have a hard time in previous projects, and I will be painting the whole entire mailbox. I will also be painting the front of the mailbox and just anywhere they have it decorated up. I will not be painting inside of the mailbox or the top of the mailbox, but I will be painting, if you can see right here on this section where they have it, and all around, and this part of the mailbox. I'm not going to paint underneath my mailbox. No one's going to see that. So when I have this all painted white, I will be back. I now have the mailbox painted white. And now I'm just going to use my Apple Barrel Bright Red paint. Put some on my little plate. And what I'm going to do is paint the mailbox for the life of me, I can't think of what this is called right now, but I'm going to paint all of this red. And you don't have to paint it on this side if you don't want to, but I'm going to go ahead and paint that side as well. Now I have the mailbox flag. I know you were all screaming at me, it's a flag, the mailbox flag. But I have the mailbox flag painted red, and I did paint it on this side as well. Sometimes when you're doing a video, your mind just goes blank and you can't remember anything. And I did want to say, I went back up under here and I did paint it white because I had got a lot of the white paint on it. So I just went ahead and painted it white. So when you're doing yours, that's optional. Now I'm going to paint my candlestick white, and I am doing that with the Waverly chalk paint in white. The easiest way to do this is to take it outside and spray paint it, but I did not have any spray paint, so I'm using what I have on hand. And I'm just going to get this all painted up, and when I have it painted and dry, I will be back to show you how that looks. When I open the mailbox, it just flaps down, and I'm going to want it to be like this. And I came up with the idea that I will take a popsicle stick, and I did get these at Walmart a couple years ago. They come in a big bag, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it right in here. Whoops, you can't see that. Put it right in here and just cut that off, and then cut it down here so I can hot glue it on to keep it like this. And the popsicle sticks are very easy to cut with scissors, so I'm just going to cut the circle part off, or end off first, and then stick it in right there and measure it up. So I'm going to want it to come all the way at the tip right here, so I can hot glue it on to get this to stick. Now you might know of something easier, but this is all I could come up with right now. And now I'm going to cut this piece right here. Not in camera, sorry. And then let's see what I have. So I could cut it off a little bit more, and then I'm going to need to come down and cut it where it'll just won't show, it'll just be right under here. So that's what I'm going to do. And to make it thick enough in between this section here, I cut 2 of them, and I'm just going to hot glue these 2 together. And now I'm just going to place the popsicle stick pieces in right here. And I think that will hold it out when I have it glued together. So now I'm just going to hot glue this together.
I'm just going to put it on the back.
And this is how it looks once I put the popsicles in between. And we're not going to see this. This is sticking out a little bit on the side here. But I had to do it like that in order to get it to hold. But before, if you remember, it was flopping. And now it is holding straight out. Now when I put my florals in, I don't have to worry about it flopping back down. And now I'm going to go in with my black paint. I'm just going to be putting some right on my plate. And to give this a little bit of a dimension and make it look a little better to me, and to match my card and my buffalo check ribbon, I'm just going to take the black and I'm just going to kind of go around the box, the mailbox edges. I'm going to do that on the bottom. I'm just going to do it a little bit. I don't want it to be real dark or like globbed on. Then I'm just going to go around all these parts here on the lid, and I'm also going to go in with the black. That's kind of the effect I'm getting.
And then I'm going to do it on the top as well.
And I have the black all around. And now I'm going to do the same on my candlestick. But I'm just going to do it at the bottom, here, here, and here.
And this doesn't have to be perfect at all. Then I'm just going to put it right here. Where it's going all the way around.
And now I'm just going to come real lightly where it has the little grooves right here and just go down in the little grooves, or on top of them rather, the little lines.
And this is how it looks.
Now I'm going to be cutting out my Christmas card. I've already pre-cut one out, and this is how it looks. And this is how the candlestick turned out. I have never used this before. I picked it up from Dollar Tree, from the Crafter's Square section, and it is for hard-to-hold items, dries clear. Now you can use glue, glue stick, or Mod Podge for this. Before I put the glue on, I'm just going to push it around like this, a little bit in a circle, because the mailbox goes circular. And then I'm just going to find out about where I want to place it, and then I'm just going to put the glue on. And I'm going to place the first one on the side that doesn't have the flag. And now I'm going to use this just like I would Mod Podge, and I'm just going to put some right on top. It did say it dries clear. And I'm just going to paint this over. And now I'm going to put the Merry Christmas on the side with the flag. Now I'm going to put hot glue on top of my candlestick.
And I'm going to try my best to center it up. And I'm just going to hold that until it is dry.
I'm going to press down on it as well. I'm going to go around and put some glue right here around it so I can make sure it really holds doubly. This is looking so pretty, and it looks so high-end. Really impressed, all from the Dollar Tree. Now I'm going to decorate the inside of the mailbox. I'm going to add this in. Then I'm going to use my garland ties. Any picks that you have that are already put together would be nice. I don't have those ready available, so I'm just using what I have on hand. And I'm starting with these garland ties. And I'm just going to place them all inside. And then when I get these in, I will come back and show you how it's looking. And I have put a few in, I think 3. And now I'm just going to add another one. I want to get it to look kind of full right here. Just going to keep putting them in right there. And I did let this one hang over the side a little bit. And you can play around with your greenery and get it any way that you would like it. And now I'm going to go in with my poinsettias. I'm just going to clip this right off. I did pick these up from the Dollar Tree, and they really work well in cutting the picks. Then I'm going to take this poinsettia and I'm just going to push it straight in. And then I'm going to use my other poinsettias. I've already cut this one, so I'm going to stick it in right here. Get it down into my foam. And I'm going to cut another one. Just going to cut a little bit right there. But those Dollar Tree scissors work so well cutting these picks. I'll show you what they look like just in case. They should be coming, if they don't have them now, they should be coming out because all the spring stuff comes out as soon as Christmas is over. But these work really well. You just put your stem right there and it just clips it right off. With this this is how I have my poinsettias. And next I have this pine cone, and it was on a pick that I had, and I'm just going to stick it right here on the top. Then I have this glittery pick, and I'm going to take it and I'm going to place it right up here at the top in the middle. And that's how that looks once I placed it in. And now I'm going to put a couple of these pieces in that came off of some picks that I had got at the Dollar Tree. I'm just going to stick it in here. And then I have another one. It's a lot lighter green. That's okay. I think it'll still look very pretty. I'm just going to push that in. And I have another small one with some like red glitter on the end. I'm just going to place it in. And I also have another one, and I'm going to put it on this side. This is what I've got so far. I have these that I also picked up at Dollar Tree. This was last year or the year before, so I think I'm going to cut some of these off. And this is such a big bunch of berries. Wish I had them in some little, but I think I might take it off and just place them around in the arrangement. And now I'm just going to put some hot glue on some of the berries and hot glue them onto the greenery. And that's going to finish this up. And I really think this is looking so cute. So when I get all my berries on, I will be back to show you how this turned out. But I do think it's really cute. The way that I make my bow is I just turn it under here, and then on this side, and then I just pinch it and put the chenille stem on. Then I cut a piece, and I always do it like this and put it in half. And now I'm just going to fishtail this. And I'm going to do that to both sides. And now I have the chenille stem on the back, so all I'm going to do is just put it on just like this. And if you don't use the chenille stem, you can always hot glue it. I'm just going to put it on and then tie the back. And this is the finished product. And now let's go get a look at it. And this is how the Dollar Tree DIY mailbox turned out. I think it turned out really cute. This would make a great centerpiece, great to sit around anywhere in your house, and this would be a lovely gift to give to someone. I hope you all enjoyed this Dollar Tree DIY, and if you ever make this, come back and let me know in the comments below. This was a lot of fun to make. I really enjoyed making this Dollar Tree DIY. I want to thank you all for watching, and everyone have a blessed rest of your day, night, or evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are. And until next time, everyone, bye!